guys, welcome back to another 2 minutes with the Pod Go. This is another short tutor video for Line 6 Pod Go Edit. I'm just going to talk about DSP limits on the Pod Go in this video. Now, as I'm sure you've got under the hood of this unit, you start to notice that some things get greyed out when you're trying to pick a particular effect. Now, how many of these things get greyed out in each effects type block just depends on what you're using so far in the patch. In this patch, I've turned quite a lot of stuff on to give you an example of some of the things that get greyed out. Now, it just means when this happens is that because there's a particular amount of kind of space in each patch for what we call DSP, it just means that some things use more than others. Okay, there is some things online that say which for Helix and Pod Go that say how much these different things actually use. So just think of it as kind of store, it's like a store of space within that particular patch as to how much you can use. Now, I've just picked the distortion pedals here. A lot of those don't tend to use too much, but as you get into modulations, delay and pitches, that kind of thing, some of them use more than others. Now, a good tip is if you see a particular pedal you're planning on using and you can't live without the other stuff in the patch that you've saved so far, say you want to have a delay within a patch, but you're not bothered about which delay you use, and you prefer to use a particular effects model for one of the other blocks, and that's got to stay as it is, you can just pick one of the other ones instead that'll do the same thing. So, for example, I might have wanted to use the, say transistor tape delay, but I can't use it. So, I just want to use an old school delay instead. You might find you can still get the same effects that you wanted from, say, an analog echo, analog with mod, or just some of the other ones. Got this old analog delay there. Even with the digital delays, you can get a similar effect to what you're looking for. So, if you find it happening where one of the things is greyed out, just pick another one and you'll get you're bound to get quite the same effect that you're looking for. But you'll see it change from time to time. All these things use a different amount of juice. As you can see here, some of these are greyed out because they use a lot of, DSP in there. So you can just use some of the other stuff instead. The main thing you'll find is when you pick the amp that you want to use, that's your main core of your sound. So, as always with the patches, you start with the amp first, which I'm sure you guys do. And then there's so many different effects in each section that you can get a lot of the same effects by picking a different one instead. But sometimes you find you might have all of them that you can choose from anyway. You go to the modulation section here, and there's only one that's greyed out there. So you've got a lot of choice. But just a slight kind of compromise there, but that's what these things are all about. You can sometimes just, there's always a work through these things where you can use something else instead. But yeah, I hope you found this useful, and please hit the subscribe button, and thank you for listening, and just send me an email if you've got any things that you're stuck on, and I'll do my best to help, and check out my Pod Go Tone shop as well. But have a good day, and thanks for listening. Take care. Bye bye.